TMR gang is about to go live online. Catch the video stream of the hottest and most awarded morning program on Philippine FM radio, The Morning Rush. Straight from the Monster Facebook page at RX931, the Monster YouTube channel at RX931, or twitch.tv/Monster RX931. Time to have fun with hosts Chico, Markki, Rica, and Hazel. Join the TMR gang now. Stand by and enjoy the program.
Monster RX93.1. It's time for the top 10, and we are live on Facebook. Facebook.com/RX931. Twitch TV and YouTube Live. Hello, team. Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Alrighty, so here we go. We've got our top 10 for today, courtesy of Because Miel. What is your plan B? Let's start off with Archer Aguilar. Mag-a-apply na lang ako na PA ni Rica. Tutulungan ko siya maghukay, maglibing ng bagay-bagay, etc.
Oh my God.
Bumili ng Clorox. Malaki. Or quote-unquote workout videos. Oo.
Yan, mga ganon-ganon. And then, also, coming from Memski, what is your plan B? Dahil kumukonti na ang mga projects, maging YouTuber and podcaster na lang. Oh, but they say that's like the next step. So it's not exactly like...
It's not impossible.
It's not a bad plan B. It actually could be the future. Yeah.
That's a plan A for most
That's
people.
a plan A. Yeah, actually.
Yeah.
And
just don't forget to pay your
also,
taxes.
Yun lang.
Period.
Uh-oh.
Yun lang. And also, from Haytin, what is your plan B? Learn Spanish and migrate to Spain and join my younger brother who's already there. I need to learn their language if I want to have a higher salary para maging teacher, for example. Otherwise, I can work in a restaurant, which is super okay pa rin with me because they get paid really well there. That is always an exciting prospect. Like,
yeah, I have
a
a cousin who actually moved to Spain and tried that whole thing out. He became a teacher there, English teacher.
How
Yeah.
long did she do that?
He was there until the pandemic started. But he was doing very well. He was there for 2 years. And then the pandemic started and yeah, he had to come back.
Hindi
But
ba yun
otherwise,
yung Hindi ba yun yung trabaho ni Bobby ba? Sa Four Sisters
Sa
in a
Four
Wedding.
Sisters.
Diba?
Bago siya nawala ng trabaho at naging parang server, di ba?
Oo. Hindi, yun nga. Nag-wait staff siya after. Si Bobby.
Oh, okay. And then, tsaka ano siya di ba? Na parang,
si Teddy daw.
the
Si
whole-
Teddy, sorry.
Si Teddy.
Teddy.
Sabi ni Engelbert Lazaro. Thank you.
Kasi marami lang siyang steps. Like yun nga, you also have to learn the language. Pero they say it's easier when you're already there as opposed to learning the language here in the Philippines, for example. Kung wala ka namang kausap and there's no need for you to learn it, medyo may ganun daw, may panic button daw yung brain mo. Not like literally, if nobody can understand you and you can't understand everyone, medyo mapapabilis daw talaga yung process. Kasi you're forced to speak kahit mali-mali ka sa umpisa. Pero eventually, mas mabilis daw yung pag-absorb mo ng language. If you're
And
I
plus,
feel like
there's context. Because, di ba, I mean, you can take all the language classes that you can get, but it can only stop at one point kasi you can only memorize these things at a certain point. After that, like ako in my head, like, sige, I have like a few Korean words that I know in my head, but I don't know how to use it. I don't know what context they use it for in, their own country. So, mabagal talaga, especially if you don't have yung kausap in Korean.
Yeah,
Or
not
in the
just
language
that.
that you're learning.
Another thing you can do, which I did when I was learning German, was watch cartoons or TV shows in that language and have subtitles underneath. so that you
Yeah.
can kind of imbibe how they say certain things. But then again, that usually works for people who are much younger because the language retention is better when you're
Mm, mm,
younger.
Oh
mhm.
yeah,
As you
for
grow older,
sure.
medyo
But
mahirap.
apparently that's a myth. I mean, you can
Oh, really?
always train your brain daw talaga. And
You can.
actually there's an app that I use, or like an extension on Chrome that I use for Netflix. It's called Learning Language, or Language Learning with Netflix, LLN. And it's like legal and everything. So what happens is nasa taas yung English, or the language that you understand, and then sa ilalim is the like
Language you're trying to learn.
the language you're trying to learn. And then when you hover over the word, bibigyan kayo ng meaning, bibigyan kayo ng pronunciation, ganon. Ang galing.
Hey, that's
It's a
awesome.
full-on
Especially for
app.
people who want to learn how to speak a language.
Yeah.
Through
I
Netflix,
wanna
diba?
learn I wanna learn Japanese para when I watch anime,
Ako
parang
din.
Yeah.
I want to learn
gets ko
Japanese.
siya. That would be nice. And oh my gosh, I would have so much practice kasi I watch anime a lot. So, ang dami kong pagpapractice ng language skills. Oh, I super want. Ay, kakasabi lang ni Jamie, but don't learn Japanese with anime. Bakit? Why? Kakasabi ko lang gusto ko, sabi ko, I want to learn Japanese. Kasi
Why
ang ganda
not?
ng
Why can't you learn?
I know,
Maybe
right?
it's not
Baka it's
proper.
Mm-mm. Or it's not
It's probably
conversational.
O baka nga.
yeah.
Or yeah. Or maybe it's a language that the anime creators use that is different from actual Japanese.
Oh, actually, no.
Maybe.
Anyway,
Possibly.
from Adobo Mix naman, what is your plan B? Mag-live selling. Baka sakaling may kumuha din sa akin na talent agency.
Oo nga,
Parang
parang si Queen
Madam
Inuts.
Inuts?
Madam Inuts, yes.
Madam Inuts. Oo. And the Talking Land says, bibigyan ko ng fita lahat ng makasalubong kong may
Old women.
nangangailangan in the hopes that one of them is a fairy who will grant my greatest
That's like an
wishes.
iconic commercial. Iconic.
It is. Pero,
Without trying to
in
put
case-
down anybody. Diba?
in case hindi naman wala ka namang hanap na fairy, at least you did the good deed. Ayan na
Yeah.
naman yung you did a good deed. You did a good deed. Di ba?
You did a good dud.
A good did.
Did.
And coming from the Ramen Boy, what is your plan B? A rescue animal farm. Find a funder, sponsor, and start this animal rights and welfare advocacy. Oh, super duper, that's my dream. Pero kasi with that, you kind of really have to have the budget for it. That's why a lot of rescue groups, very wisely, have started YouTube channels. Tapos, binivideo nila yung mga rescues. Kasi if you just say, hey, you wanna donate something to an animal rescue society, parang, meh. But when you actually see the animals that they're rescuing, parang mas maaano ka na kasi there's now a face to the cause. It's not just some random animals. You actually see their stories, see how they were rescued. Kaya mas likely ka magbigay kasi naaantig yung puso mo eh. Di ba? I'm addicted to these animal rescue videos. So, one of my dreams, like if I win an insane amount of money in the lotto, I would really want to start an animal sanctuary. Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah.
And the top, what is your plan B, comes from Archer Aguilar and Jyoti.
They both say,
Archer Aguilar says, what is your plan B? When you have run out of options, pray na lang that you get reincarnated as a rich person in the next life. Wala na. Sobrang hopeless ka na I don't think anything's gonna happen in this lifetime. So, next life na lang yung aabang ko. And I actually got to read this very interesting Reddit thread about kids saying spooky stuff that sort of kind of gives you these multiple lives vibe. Alam mo yung may mga kid na mag-describe ng names and places in a little town halfway a world away, tapos pupuntahan nila and then they'll find out it actually exists. and the
Oh,
kid had
that's nice.
no and they had no previous exposure to that kind of, yeah, like, and like there was just one story about this guy who was traveling, and he was in a strange place somewhere in Europe or wherever. Now he's never been to before. Tapos while he was walking around, there was somebody who like approached him and asked him where the post office was. And alam niyo, not really thinking, he gave the guy directions. And then he realized he was in a strange place and that he actually didn't know where it was, but the directions that he
Oh.
gave were correct.
Oh.
You know what?
Ano kayang
Yeah,
phenomenon yun?
No,
right?
it's a for me. I believe in past lives. I did regression therapy before, wherein I actually went in and saw three of my previous lives. One, I was a dog, and one of the
Mm.
people in my past life, the girl who adopted me because I was running away, was Chico Garcia.
What?
Yeah, and I didn't
Really?
You
tell
were
you
my
this.
pet, my pet cat.
Yes. No, he like literally. Okay, so one of my lives, I was a seeing eye dog for someone who was dying. So I was looking for someone to help him out, and I got caught by a dog catcher. And then, while I was there in the pound, a family came and adopted me, and one of the family members, the young girl, was Chico in his past
How
life.
accurate, young girl.
Right?
Young
Perfect.
girl.
Saktong sakto. Yeah, and that's how I lived happily ever after as the dog of Chico Garcia or Chica Garcia.
So when I see you, do I pat you on the head and rub your tummy and say, "Good boy, good boy"?
Also, when you do
For
that,
old
can we
time's
not
sake,
be in the room? Can we
for
leave?
old time's sake, for old time's sake, diba? So yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like it was no, it was so I was saying it when the whole thing was happening. They were doing this thing with the sound bowl, and they were asking me to narrate what I was seeing in a white light, and that's what I saw.
Hmm.
So
I
Fascinating.
kunyari totoo, no, na meron talagang past lives. So for all you know, like Churchy Boom Boom or Igor could be my friends in the next life.
'Di ba? Yeah.
Right?
Oh,
They could actually be
wow.
my friends. And like,
Or they could have been friends of yours or family members in a past
in
life.
a past life naman.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, San Rica Sunier says there's a documentary in Netflix about that. In the thread, they did mention that surviving death. Apparently,
Yes.
meron silang episode that tackles about this girl, little girl, who has recalled a previous life. And yun nga, it's hard to explain. Because how can she describe something halfway around the world that she's never seen? How do you explain it? I mean, even if you say for the sake of argument that you don't believe in it, how do you explain it? There must be some sort of explanation, scientific explanation. But it's fascinating. And yes, Erica also posted on the comment section that thread. Yeah, that's one of the threads. I'm reading a couple of threads about it, and yeah, that's one of them. Yung creepy things that kids say.
Ooh, I
Yeah.
wanna get on that Reddit thread. Last night I was on Reddit just reading a bunch of creepy stuff.
It was so like there was this one dad who said, I'll send it to you guys, the thread. Pero there was this
Okay.
one guy who said,
Pasen.
matutulog na daw sila. Tapos sabi nung ano niya, like really young kid, like 2 years old, 3 years old. Sabi nung kid niya, goodbye, dad. Tapos sabi nung dad, no, you don't say goodbye. We say good night. And then the kid says, I know, but this time, it's goodbye.
I would.
OMG.
And
It
according to the
happened.
dad, like he did not sleep the entire night.
Oh my god, I would
Nakabantay lang
not
siya
too.
dun-
Like,
Nakabantay lang siya dun sa anak niya.
Sa
Kasi it's like,
bata.
what do you mean? This time it's goodbye. Right?
And
Right.
well, also if you think about it, the whole spirit thing, spirit world, they say, oh, when you die, you move on to your next life, and sometimes you don't move on. You're stuck in between
Mm.
lives because you don't want to move on from your previous life and to go on to your next life. That's what
True.
they say, which is
Sa bagay,
interesting.
it is kind of creepy when you do say goodbye instead of good night. I remember there's this
Right?
one time I posted an Instagram story, and in my head kasi, alam mo yung parang, bye-bye, good night, I'm gonna sleep. So I just posted a selfie with the word bye and then a smiley face. And I thought it was funny in my head. Grabe, dalawa yung nag-message sa akin, tapos tinawagan ako ni JC, dude, are you okay? Do you need me to go there? Yung ganon, yung parang na-creep out siya.
Oo,
But
right,
it's
right.
scary.
Kasi naman.
Hindi,
It's
matutulog
creepy
lang ako.
naman.
Magbabay ka.
Pero kasi like kami, like it's usually like natatawa kami when that happens. Pero kami naman, it's more like kasi mali-mali lang. Like, di ba usually when you're about to sleep, you say nga either good night or you say love you, di ba ganyan, di ba, before you go to sleep. Minsan, absent-minded, sabi, okay, good night, bye-bye. Alam mo yun, mapapababay ka. Imbis na love you or something.
Naka-autopilot ka kasi.
Naka-autopilot ka or minsan siguro yung magkakamali ka, yung tipo matutulog na kayo, tapos sasabihin mo sa
Yeah.
SO mo, good night, mama bayad.
What the hell?
Hindi, alam mo yun kasi nga minsan it's like muscle memory.
Yeah, di ba may
And,
friend nga ako, pumara siya sa jeep, sabi niya, Mama, bye-bye. Instead of Mama, para.
Yeah. Meron din mama love you. Gano'n. May mga gano'n. Totoo yan. And
Love you.
coming from Joti, what is your plan B? Ubusin ang catalog ng mga streaming services hanggat maubos na yung maiimbento nilang tawag sa panibago na namang lockdown. So, parang you're like, yeah, let's just like, ito, I think Hazel and especially Markki,
Yes.
will have this down pat. Yung nauubos na yung mga actual titles ng mga pwedeng, and not just one streaming service, multiple streaming services.
Yeah. I thought
Oh,
I'd have at least a week on HBO Go, but no. Much
Ubos na
longer.
rin? Oh my
Mostly.
God.
Most of the good ones.
I'm watching yung kay, Kate Winslet, the Mayor of Easttown.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Ooh, yeah. That one.
It's pretty interesting.
Ako kasi, like, it's so hard to get me to get started with a series. You know this. Dami-dami nyo nang nirecommend sa akin na panoorin. Pero, I always like end up not watching it. But when I do get into it, grabe naman akong, like, I can't stop until I finish it. Diba? Naruto, Game of Thrones,
So,
Sex Education.
what
Parang, once
What
I
got
start,
you to start Sex Education? What finally tipped you over? You just
No, 'cause
you
usually-
just saw it and you said,
usually kasi I just
G?
I do the first episode kind of watch. And 90% of the time, after I see the first episode, I'm like, okay, no thanks. Next. Like, hindi ko siya tinutuloy. Pero yun, after I watched one episode, oh my gosh, I was like, so hooked.
dire-diretso,
And
no?
like,
It's so interesting
dire-diretso.
eh.
I cannot stop. Sometimes, I think my record for one day was, I think, 4 episodes or 5 episodes. And it's an hour each, ha? So, like, wala lang. Parang, for me, that's a lot. Alam ko sa inyo.
That's a
you can
lot for
finish
you.
Bakit
one
pinatawa,
season, Pero for me,
Hazel?
that's a lot.
Child's play.
Child's play.
Sabi na eh.
I can sit
Sa-
still and watch, like, go through an entire season of 3, like 2 to 3 shows.
Shows? Wow.
Yeah,
What?
like like if I have the whole weekend to
Goals.
myself, I can just do
Oh,
that.
I can't.
Yeah,
cannot.
no.
Yeah.
But the thing is, kasi si Chico can't do like 2 things at the same time. He has to
Yeah.
focus.
I can't.
But me,
I can't.
because I'm playing Pokemon, like most of the time anyway, I have it on the background. So I just
Me
that's
too.
how I watch.
I play my games, or sometimes I pause it when I have to go to the bathroom or do something. So yeah.
Kasi
The
like,
flight attendant, sabi ni and Richard, hello, didn't I do that for watch list a couple of weeks ago?
we
Yeah, I
did.
was super into that. I loved it.
Ako kasi I can't do the whole 2 things at the same time. I get so immersed. Like, alam mo ba yung pag kunyari when the character is going through a tough time, it affects my real life. Like, sometimes bilang tatanungin ko ni Baby, well, parang what's wrong? And I'm like, ugh. like, hindi nagtagpo yung lead character at saka yung
Oh
totoong
my
mahal niya.
God.
Grabe.
I remember
I
how
get
you
so
were when you were
invested.
watching
I get
Naruto.
so
And
invested.
especially when it
Yes,
was about to
Yeah.
end.
yes. I can't. I really can't. Like, I get
You get
so...
stressed.
Paano pa kaya
I know
when
what
you
you
were
mean.
watching Game of Thrones? Parang
Oh my
dapat
gosh.
nag-aalsa ka na.
Like, ano talaga, like, I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but sobra yung empathy ko when I'm watching something that I'm really into. If I'm not into the characters, I don't continue. I don't even bother. Pero yun, pag yung pag yung na-capture ako nung characters and the story, oh my gosh, like, it affects me in real life. Like, minsan nakatulala lang ako. Akala ni Baby Will may problema or something. When in fact, lang ako, immersed lang ako dun sa huli kong pinanood. And can't shake it off. It's so hard for me to shake it off. Siguro lang malakas yung empathy ko, I guess. Yeah.
May I ask how you feel about Otis?
Let's just move on.
From sex education, right?
Feel mo ba minsan
Markki,
si Maeve ka?
sasampaling kita. Gusto mo yan? Sasampaling kita. Kahit aso kita in a past life, sasampaling kita. Okay, next. Gusto ko na nga maging rocker chick eh. Para
Oh my God.
gusto ko na nga maging rocker chick. Okay.
Y'all, relax.
Here we go.
Relax.
We've got one more batch. Team Booth will be Team Manlalaglag. We'll just be playing a couple of songs and we will stay on Facebook Live.
That's right. Don't go anywhere. And if you're not there yet, join us again on facebook.com/RX931. We are going to pick a couple of winners to join us Friday for the Monster anniversary party. If you guys want a party pack, make sure you're at least 18, you're from NCR, and you're good to go. You can join us, and we will announce the winners at the end of the show. Also, we'll do something for our FB in between. That's always exciting. But for now, since we did mention it earlier, don't say goodbye. Say goodnight. Let's play this one. Only here on Riot Wednesday. Music from the 2000s to the 2010s all day today on the Monster. Hello.
Hello.
Annyeong.
Parang well, I don't want to jinx it.
Ano?
Parang nagsasurvive yung Nagsasurvive yung
internet mo.
Oh. Imagine may
Okay.
ko.
Ako medyo malali
Before anything else, before we get started with In Between, again, we are having the Monster anniversary party on Friday. So if you want to be part of that, we are looking for two Russia representatives, class rep for that party. You will be joining us. We will deliver to you your own party pack. So you'll be ready for the party. Again, if you're at least 18, if you're from NCR, then you can join this one. So just comment on the comment section your full name. Yun na yun. Your full name and I want to party. And then we'll message you na lang. We'll DM you so we can get more information.
Tsaka
You can get the
SSS
delivery.
number. Tin, gano'n.
SSS number. Tapos sabi ni Emo Fats, Markki, kasi si Markki lang ba nakapanood ng sex ed? Wala, kayong dalawang
Ako
girls.
hindi pa eh.
Sabi ni Emo Fats, Otis or Eric? Sabi ko, Adam. Okay. Sige, game. Are you ready?
Speaking of alongs.
Grabe. Are we going to play a
that's
game?
what he's known for. That's what he's known for, di ba? Sa
Pero
first
naman yun,
episode.
di ba? But that's di ba? That's prosthetics naman yata yun.
Prosthetics ba yun?
Okay. Daw. That's what I know. Mm-mm. And, okay, are you guys ready? We have a game. That's
Yes.
very, So, I don't want to put pressure, but I expect a lot from Rica in this game. Actually, this is something
Up her alley.
that up her alley. We're
What
going
is
to
this?
talk about human bones. So,
TBH, you know what? When I was in, just a short like anecdote, when I was in grade 4, one of our teachers in science made us memorize all of the scientific terms for the bones. Obviously, I forgot
mm,
about it now, but before when I was trying to memorize, sila mama, si Doc Rose, sabi niya, even I don't know these things. Like, alam mo yun, parang we didn't try to memorize all of the scientific terms for the bones. Pero
yeah.
dahil strict yung teacher namin, we had to. Pero
Pero ano
nakalimutan ko na.
naman,
Strict
I'll
yung
make it
teacher
super
or
easy.
passionate ka sa bones? Passionate ka
We
sa
don't know.
bones. Mm-mm.
Di ba? Pag yung sa bathtub, di ba doon mo sila
Sa boner.
na-encounter?
Sa boner.
Hoy! Grabe to. Sa bagay. FB in between naman pala tayo. Sige, fine.
Matt Boner.
Sige.
Mm-mm.
Pero ganito, I'll make it easier. I won't make it too hard. I'll name
Okay.
you the bone. All you have to do is tell me which body part it generally belongs to.
Okay. Bone me.
Get? Yung parang, I'll give you the scientific name of the bone. Tapos sasabihin nyo lang kung anong part of the body siya matatagpuan, kumbaga. So, kunyari, ganito kunyari, if I say skull, sabihin mo, head, parang ganon.
Head.
You just tell me the actual part where it's supposed to belong to. So, si Hazel, nasan si Hazel?
Nag-ano ko ng winner. Sige, go lang.
Sige, go. Pero you'll join so how do we do this? You just mention it. Sasabihin nyo lang yung sagot. O meron pa ba tayo mga buzzer, whatever.
Ano ba ako? Ben,
Or we can all give our answer and then whoever gets it right.
Sa bagay. Oo, tama. Sige. Give me your guess. Kasi hello, body part lang naman eh. Tapos I'll tell you who got it correct. Okay?
Go.
Let's start off with the first one. First bone, the fibula.
I know. I've heard
lang.
this before eh.
General body part.
Ano?
Give me your body part, I'll tell you who got it
Leg.
correct.
Lower
Si
leg.
Rica leg.
Lower leg.
Ikaw, Markki, Hazel.
Fibula?
What's the fibula again?
Yeah, it sounds like part of a limb or
Yeah,
something.
I guess let me say like parang I guess arm.
Arm si Markki. Ikaw, Hazel.
Hold on.
Hello?
Leg.
Hello? The correct answer is leg.
Tama si Rica.
Fibula is
Anong
in
part
the
ng
leg.
leg? Yung sa thigh part or sa
Kasi
lower?
di ba ano yan? Di ba dalawa yan?
Below.
Parang
So below
dalawang
the leg,
ganon.
below the knees na, di ba?
One of those. Oo, one of those.
Yun,
I'm
yun
not
iniisip ko eh. Yun, yung ganon. Yes. Parang
sure. Diba?
sa dito.
Next bone. Which body part can you find the scapula?
Me.
Scapula.
Ito. The chest.
Sige.
The
Shoulder.
What's the answer? Sorry.
Yeah,
ano nangyari?
shoulder.
Scapula.
Area.
Shoulder.
Oh, shoulder.
Okay.
Tama,
Yeah.
tama.
Yeah, because you put
And,
the scapular, di ba? Here.
Scapular, tama. Scapular nga yun, yung sa religion.
By the way,
And-
Katrina, Rufino, and Ogie or Ogie Parada, I'm messaging you guys right now. Ako to.
Okay.
Hindi lang Hazel yung nakalagay.
Guys,
Ako lang to.
to.
Dapat ganun. Ako
Oo.
lang to.
Ako lang to.
Okay, next bone. Where can you find the triquetral bone? The triquetral bone.
So tatlo. Try.
I don't know kung tatlo siya, pero sa triquetral. Isang word yung triquetral.
I wanna say
Ano?
like spine.
I don't know, maybe...
Sabi ni mo, Fats, eto na naman yung mga game na pang mamatalino eh. Gagalit siya.
Pilit yun.
Sige,
Triquetral?
guess lang. Triquetral
Ako sa
bone.
spine.
Spine si Rica. Kayo.
I don't know.
I'd like to say parang I guess
I'm gonna go with something completely different. Maybe the ear.
Oh, the
Actually, no
ear.
eh.
Marky na lang.
Sige, the ear na lang.
The
Or
ear.
near the ankle.
Ankle. The correct answer is the hand.
Oh.
Ah. Ito. Dadalian. Bibigyan ko kayo ng clue. Zygomatic bone. Clue. It's part of somewhere in the head area. But be specific. Which part of the head? Zygomatic bone.
Jaw?
Sige, jaw. Kayo. Hazel, Markki.
Sa may forehead area.
Forehead. Ikaw, Markki.
I guess near the neck.
The neck. Okay, the correct answer is the cheek.
Oh, okay.
Yung hindi namin pinili. Yung nasa gitna ng mga
Talagang-
sagot
Nasa
namin.
gitna.
Oo nga, no.
Ito. Proximal phalanges. Proximal phalanges. Sige.
Hands?
Kayo.
Throat. Parang throat area. Neck.
Okay, Markki.
Phalanges.
Proximal phalanges.
I don't know.
Yeah, I
Actually,
guess,
have no idea.
I guess there too. The nasal cavity. I don't know.
Pretty. Konting mali lang si Rica eh. Not the hands. The feet. The
Wrist?
feet. Basta phalanges kasi alam ko nga
Feet.
parang
Oo,
like
alam
fingers
ko
and
nga
toes.
parang
Oo, parang ganun, parang
digits.
something like that.
Oo.
Digits eh. So siguro nga sa may toe part or something. Where do you find the malleus?
The jaw.
M-A-L-L-E-U-S.
Hips?
Okay? Hips si
hips.
Rica. Ikaw,
I don't know. I
Markki.
guess
Jaw?
the jaw. I don't know.
Ikaw, Hazel.
Shoulder.
It's actually in the ear.
Ay! It sounds so, kasi, massive. Feeling ko ang
Actually.
laki ng ear, ng bone na yun. Malleus.
Malang super liit niyan. Ito, this should be familiar to you. The humerus.
Leg.
Humerus. Leg si Rica.
I have no idea.
Humerus. This is one of the most commonly broken bone. Usually nadidinig ko to kasi nga, he broke his humerus. Usually ganun. So that's
The
a clue.
ankle?
Arm?
Ankle?
Ikaw, Markki.
Elbow.
You know, I actually don't know exactly, pero yeah, arm. Yun ang nakalagay doon.
Okay.
Arm. So, possibly near the elbow. Yeah, so baka po yun. Pero di ba usually, pag yung mga nababalian,
Yeah, nga eh.
usually you hear it na, he fractured his humerus. And the maxillae. Where can you find the maxillae?
Maxillae?
M-A-X-I-L-L-A-E. Maxillae.
Puwet.
Ribs?
Sige, puwet, ribs. Ikaw, Hazel.
I'll go with puwet. Also.
The answer is upper jaw. Jaw? Ba't naging jaw? Upper jaw.
What was that?
New Jersey.
What happened?
The upper jaw.
Parang sinapian ko
Bigla
ni
naging
Michelle
upper
Visage or
jaw.
something.
Where
When
upper?
did
Like
you have?
here? Or
Siguro
what?
here. I'm guessing kasi this is the entire jaw, diba? So I'm guessing pag maxillae, siguro dito or dito. Up to here yan diba yung jaw? Up to the,
Yeah.
So I guess upper jaw.
Apparently, like, the most pain that you can experience pala is from your jaw. Like, if you have a broken jaw.
Yup.
Oh my
Yun
gosh.
yung parang
Kasi I can imagine,
pinakamasakit daw that you can
you feel it.
experience.
Kaya si
You feel it in
Kanye
your
West,
head.
diba?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nahihirapan ka ba,
from-
Chico?
From next bone. Picking up. Next bone.
Okay, last na.
Sige. Last na. Where can you find the coccyx?
I
Love
Sa
it.
ano, sa
the
sa
back.
may tumbong.
Yep, the
Ayun.
puwet back.
Okay.
The
Okay, ito na.
tailbone.
Go. Okay, hold on.
When you put on your socks, guys, anong inuuna nyo, left or right? Comment down below.
Monster RX93.1, time for the final batch of the top 10 on Facebook Live. Hello.
Hello. Hey,
Hello.
can I just say hi real quick to my partner in my BL series, Khalid. He's locked in. So hey,
Hi.
Oh,
Khalid, how you doing?
hello.
See you in our
Good
next
morning.
scene. That kind of
And
scene
to ano
coming
rin,
up
let's
soon.
say good morning to our friend Jenica. Sabi niya, early morning, up early because nasa LTO ko to get my license renewed. And guess what? They're offline.
Offline. Well, they're not the
Ang
only ones
sakit!
offline. So
Ang
Ang
sakit!
sakit!
Alam mo
Oh
yung
no!
gumising ka ng umaga, dumayo
Yeah, that's the
ka para
worst.
magpaano, and then they're offline. Good Lord.
that
Okay,
sucks.
here we go. Let's just remind everybody we are live on Facebook. You might want to check us out while we're there. Let's thank Because Miel for the topic. Hashtag what is your plan B? Let's start off with Coco Hernandez. And things to pave the way for new beginnings that may actually, make new things happen for you. I really feel like one of the one of the things that causes us talaga a lot of anxiety, a lot of stress, a lot of sadness. I think it's our fear of goodbye. 'Di ba parang we are afraid of something that is inevitable, which is we basically will goodbye to everything. That is from birth. We know that everything is, transient. Everything is temporary. So I guess when you make peace with it, it doesn't mean that you don't feel sad when something ends, but it's more like you make peace with the fact that things
Yeah.
are not going to last
Mm.
forever. There are endings
Mm.
to things, whether it's your beloved career or maybe relationships, friendships, even lives,
Death.
'di ba? It's finite. Oh. So I guess we get so stressed out about these letting go that, we toss and turn every night because we're so scared to let certain things go. Pero yun nga, I guess if
Isn't
you
that
can make
ano?
peace with it, you'll be a much more zen person. Yeah.
Isn't that the
Yeah.
whole like mentality behind stoicism? You know, remember
Maybe.
we must all die. Memento
Yeah.
mori.
Hindi
Diba?
naman
Clear
gets yung hindi naman super morbid or anything, but more
Hindi
like
naman.
you
No,
just
no. It's
know
just
that
that
you just know
reminded.
that it's inevitable. Oo.
clearing our
And
mind. Clear our mind at night. That's how I go to sleep. I don't know. How
mm,
do you guys go to sleep?
Ano, nature
Chico?
sorry.
sounds.
I I just daydream and then it becomes night dream. You like I play out a situation in my head that I like, happy like fantasy. Tapos yun, makakatulog na ako eventually. Stuff like just regular stuff like biglang tatawagan ako ni Chris Pratt na kinukuha kong co-star sa bago niyang movie, or winning an Oscar, or winning the lotto. Yung mga ganon, yung mga those weird fantasies, and then makakatulog na ako as I'm like playing it out in my head. I like
Ah,
doing that.
yeah.
Kasi then, maybe I also want to have good dreams kasi. So maybe if I kind of like daydream ng happy dreams, program ko yung utak ko to have happy dreams kasi I sometimes get nightmares then, so nobody likes
Mm.
that, right? So
Yeah. I usually start watching a show or a series, and if I don't like it, that's when I fall asleep.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
yeah. Some
Yeah.
people read books, 'di ba?
Ako din. Ako, I
Uh,
read books sometimes.
yeah, some people read books. Coming
Yeah.
from Joti, what is your plan B? Wala lang. Just be in the moment and enjoy the process. You are exactly where you're supposed to be. It is a comforting thought. It's just that minsan lang kasi when you're in a very painful place, you lost your job, you just experienced a breakup, or something that you've been planning for all your life didn't happen, medyo mahirap to stay in the moment. Kasi nga, the moment hurts. So you're trying to kind of like find an escape, take yourself away from that pain, right? So medyo mahirap din naman, to be fair, minsan, when you're not in a good place.
Mm-mm.
Coming from Wildfire, what is your plan B? Well, through life, I learned a lot from my mistakes. So my plan B is make more mistakes, but I learn more.
Oh yeah.
I don't think
Like
that's
you
how
go
it
out of
works.
your way just to make mistakes.
I know, right? And coming from Adobo Mix, yung mga anak ko, sobrang close sa mommy nila. So, kumuha ako ng isang pavilion, home for the aged, para in case, paglaki nila, palayasin nila ako sa bahay, may mapupuntahan ako at may mag-aalaga sa akin.
Ay,
Oh, wow.
naman
Okay.
ganon.
Pero just because, di ba, when you think about it, just because they're closer to one parent doesn't mean they'll only
They
take
love you
care of
less.
one parent. Oo naman, di
Yeah.
ba? I mean, I'm pretty sure if they'll take care of one, they'll take care of both. Napaka-weird naman nun if you take care of one parent and not the other. Di ba?
Parang
yeah.
sachet away yung isa, ganon.
Oo, di ba? Hindi naman yun, we have two bottom queens standing right before me. Hindi naman siya ganun.
Imagine ko yung mga anak.
Those are your parents. And from Jan Del G, what is your plan B? Eh, dahil bawal na sa OnlyFans, lipat na sa Just for Fans.
Patreon.
Oo nga,
Just
no.
for fun.
Hindi, sa Patreon, bawal yun. Bawal yung
Ah,
mga
really?
Din sila
pakita
doon.
ng...
Just for Fans.
Yeah.
That's the other one.
Oh, really? There's another one?
Sa OnlyFeed
Sabi
ka
nila.
na lang.
Sabi nila.
No, but actually there is a website rating celebrity feed. Like
Oh,
yeah,
Ay.
mostly women though. There is a website.
I
I
wanna
forget
check
what
that
it's
out.
called. But that website, just look for celebrity feed and then like type in the name of your favorite celebrity and there will be photos of their feet. Like their photos of them tapos naka-zoom yung paa. Tapos may rating. Kung
Oh my
very
gosh.
good,
you know
then
who
you find
actually,
it.
you know actually who went viral because of his feet about how, well, this is according to the internet, na parang how ugly his feet are.
Si Ezra Miller.
Ezra Miller.
Really?
Oh,
He
yeah,
has
I
ugly
remember.
feet? What do you
Like
mean by
supposedly.
ugly?
Yeah.
Very
No,
ugly.
Like, hindi nagugupit ng kuko, ang haba ng kuko,
Oh.
ganon, parang, yeah, yun yung
Yun.
nila. It, for a time, it became really,
But not
viral.
like the structure, right? It's more because of the hygiene and upkeep. Ganon.
Maybe,
I think it's also
parang
the
It's
structure.
probably everything
Structure
combined.
din
It's
yata.
wiki
Oo.
feet. Yung sinasabi ko.
Wiki
Wiki feet.
There, that's Ezra
Ayan,
Miller's
yeah,
feet.
yeah. Si Rica. Grabe naman yung yeah. It became viral for a time.
My.
Siguro mga 2 years ago, 3 years ago, nung unang lumabas
wow.
yung Justice League, yun. It became really viral. And coming from Victoriano, what is your plan B? Pag hindi ka sinipot ng date mo sa restaurant, mag-ano ka na lang. Kunyari, food vlogger ka na lang para hindi ka mapahiya. Like, alam mo yun, biglang
Whip out your camera and be like,
Whip out your
sarap
camera.
talaga dito. Oo.
Oo, para, kunyari talaga, no, I really went here on my own kasi nga I'm a food vlogger. Nuts. From Solilo Chris, what is your plan B? Try all the plans from A to Z. Z for success.
Zaxy.
Yeah. Zaxy, success. Yeah. And from Rudes Antonio, what is your plan B? Umalis ng Metro Manila, since it's one of the most stressful and most expensive cities in the country. Kaya, alam mo, they say talaga, yung mga tao na, I've seen so many of these YouTubers, kasi nga, di ba, parang, we're looking into like country life, di ba, and all that. So, medyo tumitingin-tingin kami ng mga YouTubers na in the province, ganyan. Pare-pareho sila ng journey. Yung their city folk, super enjoyed. They never thought that they would survive with a provincial life. Tapos sometimes they didn't even plan to live there. But when they stayed there for a long time, unti-unti, parang they realize they can't go back to the hurly-burly of
Yeah.
city life. Pag
City.
natikman na nila yung how chill it is and how quiet life can be, parang naa-addict sila. And then when they go back to the city, they get so stressed. So may ganong
But that's the thing
I know,
kasi.
right?
I think people think na parang when they go out of Metro Manila, wala nang city sa ibang region. There are a lot of like, like cityscapes around like sa Iloilo, Cebu, diba, and Baguio. Like, hindi naman ibig sabihin you try to live in another region. Feel mo fields na lang, rice fields na lang, parang lily pads, gano'n. Hindi. Like, I remember seeing this one TikTok na
lily pads.
I remember seeing this one TikTok na parang yung like ridiculous things people from Manila ask me. Kunwari, kasi taga Quezon siya. Na parang, may Starbucks kayo dyan? Tapos babatuhin niya ng Starbucks cup na, oo, anong akala mo dito sa Quezon? As in, yung gano'n, yung parang, meron kayong mall dyan? Tapos babatuhin niya ng paper bag, yung mga gano'n.
Like for example, the property that we bought, medyo ganong levels. Like I remember, binalita sa amin nung caretaker na parang, "Oy sir, good news. May nagtayo na ng Jollibee 1 hour away." Ganong level.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Like 1 hour away. That's the closest that you can get from the
How long
town.
do you think you will be able to live in a place like that before you realize,
don't
oh
know.
shoot?
Kasi ako, I don't want to
Without getting the itch to...
Oo. Kasi ako, I don't
to-
wanna do that kind of plan na parang, sige, dito na ako for the next 5 years. Ako, I wanna do it slow. Like gets. Yung parang, sige, dun ka muna for a week. Tapos parang, okay, parang this is cool. I can do a week. Next mo, a month. Di ba? Yung parang, I don't know, just to see kung kaya mo.
I think you'll get
So, I don't
used
wanna
to
like,
it naman eh.
Gradually.
I don't wanna make plans gradually. Kasi, I mean, it's very possible that I'll realize that I'm more built for the city life. Pwede rin naman kasi yun.
True.
Nothing wrong with that. Diba? And the top, what is your plan B, comes from The Talking Lens and Wildfire.
They both say.
The Talking Lens says, the classic, what is your plan B? Makikitira ulit sa parents para libre lahat ng gastusin. Kasi di ba?
Yeah.
Parang, sometimes kasi,
That's
that's
totally
good if
plan
you
B.
kasi pag super you get along with your parents, that would be great. Kasi lang sometimes, let's face it, let's be honest, sometimes the reason people also move out is medyo they also want to be on their own and medyo not
Their own
all
free.
family dynamics are good. Sometimes medyo toxic din. So for some people, that's a very difficult option. You parang they will only do that
You know
if
what?
it's absolutely the last choice.
On my side, it's not toxic. We just like strangle each other if we stay there too long. If I stay with my parents. I'm telling you. I mean, I love my parents, but like, it's not just my side, it's their side too, because I know I'm hard to live with. So, because we understand that, it's not toxic. We don't do passive aggression. We go straight to the point and tell each other off when we need to. So,
well, actually, that's good.
Diba?
Kasi at least, you don't have to, I mean, nothing is left unspoken. Pero kasi meron ding tao na hirap doon. Alam mo pag yung diretso from the brain to the mouth, medyo na-overwhelmed din sila when everything is so nakedly apparent. Alam mo yung pag lahat na lang ng naiisip, sinasabi. May mga tao na overwhelmed din. I can't deal with all this emotion, you know? So, kanya-kanya yan, di ba? So, whatever works for you. Pero, yun, if you're very open yourself, that's a pretty good thing. Open sila sa'yo, open ka sa kanila. Yeah, that could work. And, kami
sa bahay, we're always naked. I mean, like, nakedly honest. Nakedly honest.
Is
Tanong ko
that
sana,
an
bakit
invitation?
nagpunta kami? Nakadamit kayo.
Oo nga, parang.
Kasi nakita, sabi ni Mommy Strom, ay, nandito si Hazel. Magbihis kayong lahat.
Magbihis ka!
Grabe naman!
Sabi ni Mommy Strom, Daddy Strom, dadating si Hazel, magbihis ka. Markki, dadating si Rica, magbihis ka. Yung mga pamilya.
Ay, may dumaan
And,
na katwalya.
Hala!
Good morning! Wow!
Oh no, I missed it.
Thank you,
Eyes with my
Sunshine.
little eyes. Something beginning with term.
I have to watch the replay now.
Tignan
Si
nyo na lang
term
kayo.
will dumaan.
Tignan
Oh my
tignan nyo na lang
God!
si Ash. Tignan nyo na lang si Ash.
Ay, si Ash tsaka si Pikachu.
Oh my
Pikachu!
Tamang-tama,
Oh
Pikachu.
my
Pikachu!
May dumaan sa mirror.
Oy, ano bang
May
kamot? Share.
Oo, may ghost.
Share the view.
Panoorin mo ulit.
Share the view.
Oh my goodness. That was something else.
I am missing out. Oh my
Ay.
God.
Teka
Oh
lang
my
ah.
gosh, Hazel, you just missed it.
Para akong
okay lang,
ako
didiretso
ng
na ako dun
Gaviscon.
after board
Parang,
work.
parang sumakit yung sikmura ako. Gaviscon.
Baka magkakaroon ka.
Sino yan? Bakit may ano?
Ano, nagwala ba yung ovaries mo? Kamusta naman?
Oo.
Hindi, ano yan? It's worker lang yan. Worker sa bahay ni Chico.
Ay, oo,
Nag-aayos ng
Meron kasing
statue.
meron kasing renovation sa kabilang bahay.
Ano?
Ayan, sabi
Ano?
ni sabi nila sa YouTube daw, may instant replay. You can go back to the video compared to Facebook. Kaya, mag-YouTube na kayo, guys. Go to our YouTube
Sabi ni
channel.
sabi ni Nord Rusher,
Ah.
ay, na Cesar Montano moment si Chico. Okay, and
Ay.
from Wildfire, what is your plan B? Pag hirap na talaga magpapayat, di patabain nyo na lang yung barkada nyo. Para di ka na magpapapayat.
Para humabol.
Oo, lutuan mo ng cupcakes, ng cookies, ng para at least na lang. Parang pare-pareho na lang kayo. And so about us, what's ours?
Oh, I already have mine.
Sige.
Mine would be to learn another language. Because I think it can open a lot of doors. And I feel like even if, let's say, you don't really use it right now, after you learn all the basics and stuff, I feel like in the future, it's something that you can whip out. You can go back to it again. And it can open a lot of doors, I believe. So for me, that's my plan B.
Okay, ako ba? Ang dami lang nagko-comment. Sabi, ha? Sabi ni, sa kabilang bahay yung renovation, pero kinasi ko nakikiligo.
Ganda kasi ng reflection eh. Ang ganda.
Why not?
Kitang-kita ko agad. Ay.
Ako
Ako
siguro,
saya.
It's very, very nice
Such a
quality.
good
your
morning.
camera. Mm-mm.
Ako lang talaga, yung lang siguro. Siguro
Very
nga,
good quality.
I really want to try the provincial life. Yung mga tipong
Ay, sino yan sa likod?
I saw that.
yung mga talaga. Diba?
My eyeliner.
May ghost.
Honey.
Apparition. Ano to?
Uy, grabe
diba?
na yung sikmura ko.
I swear to God, if you don't watch our Facebook Live, man, you're
You know
missing
what?
out.
That's not plan
You
B
are
anymore. That's
missing
plan
out.
D.
You are missing out.
Walang yaka, Markki, ah. Walang yaka. Okay. So,
Wait lang yung tube top ko
Ako,
bumababa.
that's one of my super fantasies. Yung to be able to yung parang pinag-usapan natin, first bunga natin kanina. Yung you'll have a little garden na functional. Hindi siya yung decorative. Yung literal, meron kayong carrots and potatoes and calamansi and whatever. Tapos you also have chickens. Tapos yung alam mo yun, pag breakfast, kasi we have a lot of family and friends who actually have chickens. Like, grabe, like, nagbebenta na sila ng itlog and they don't really have that many chickens. Pero grabe yung output. Like, I think every 2 days or something, merong isang itlog or something like that. Basta ganun, like, non-stop. Like, tuloy-tuloy. So, I would love to have something like that. Maybe a goat.
Yeah.
Tapos meron kaming goat's milk. Parang ano lang, wala lang. Kasi it's always been a fantasy of mine. Something that's very low stress, that's very therapeutic. Tapos alam mo yon, yung you're by the ocean, tapos pag parang pawis na pawis ka na, init na ng mga parang farm life nyo, you'll take a dip, you'll swim in the ocean, tapos babangon ka, di ba? Tapos aahon ka, take a quick
That's
shower. I mean, I would love to have that. Maybe not yet. Or do that as a vacation, not muna as a lifestyle, kasi medyo nakaka-stress yun yung, kunyari, parang bigla-bigla from city life to country life. So, medyo may ganong, ano lang. It's something that I've always wanted to try. So, that's my entry.
Yeah. Tapos lalabas ka ng nakatwalya sa reflection. Sarap sa ocean. Makita mo. Wow.
May mga ganon. May mga
Beautiful
ganon.
view.
Yung nakaganon ako sa nakaganon ako sa rock na. Isn't it nice? Isn't it neat?
Isn't it sweet?
Mga ganon. Sige.
I guess for me, I have multiple plan Bs. And that's why I focused on so many different parts of the entertainment industry as a host, a singer,
that's
an actor,
true.
blah blah. In the beginning, they were all telling me, Markki, jack of all trades ka naman, wala ka namang minamaster. I'm like, but the thing is, as the years progress, the more you master. And that's what's been great, especially now during the pandemic. If one thing is finished or one thing is done, like I'm a host today, and there's no more hosting events for the next 2 weeks, then I can move on to being a singer. I'll write a song.
That's
If
true.
that's
true.
not working out, then I can act. I can join a troupe or whatever. I can join a series. And it's one of those things where you always have to have, I guess, multiple plan Bs so that you can survive. Again, pandemic is survival of the fittest. So we have to learn how to survive.
You don't end with B. Meron kang plan C, plan D, plan E, plan F, plan G.
G, plan...
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
For me, simple lang naman yung plan B ko. Sasabihin ko lang kay Chico, look over there! Tapos wala yung wallet niya, na sa akin na yung mga credit card.
Akala ko sasabihin mo.
kami madalas together.
Akala ko sasabihin mo, ano, Chico, look over there! Tapos pagtingin ni Chico, wala na si Baby Whale.
Ayun, ang dami. Actually, ang dami kong isa-snatch.
Actually, we could all do that.
Ready ka na ba?
We could all do that. Look over there. Ako naman, pag tingin dyan sa Pokemon Go account niya, wala nang shinies.
Diba, swipe whatever you can. I mean,
don't you dare. Hindi,
na mapapansin ni Chico yun.
Ang parang feeling ko, pag si Hazel ang magnanakaw ng stuff sa akin, yung lilingat lang ako, tapos pagtingin kong ganun, hala, puro pusa na lang yung natira. Hindi niya kasi kukunin yung pusa.
Wala
Hindi,
na.
hindi yung kukunin, iwanan kasi naaras.
Oo, takot siya sa
Oo,
pusa.
pero
guys.
siguro plan B, baka plan B is for boyfriend. Baka mag-boyfriend na lang. Mag-boyfriend na lang. Para hindi. Para ma-distract. Hindi. Para ma-distract ka, diba? From the failure of plan A. So, okay, let's, maybe do that. And at the same time, diba? Baka spoiler. Baka lang naman. O di good. Diba? Good for me. Hindi. Pero plan B would definitely be to utilize skills that I have that I haven't been able to, or I haven't had the need to use in a while. So that would be writing, maybe sports, maybe, all those other things.
True. Focus on a skill that you haven't used in a while, but you'd like to get back to.
Yep.
Yeah.
Diba?
True.
So hopefully,
there you go.
Hopefully everyone listening to us, parang kayo rin, try to explore, especially with the pandemic, di ba? Napatingin talaga tayo sa plan B, C, D, E, F, G. Kasi nga, parang we need to be able to, bounce back, when things get tough. So, yeah, thank you for joining us today.
Thanks,
And,
guys. Remember, Team YouTube na tayo from now on. We can always see your comments if you comment from YouTube. Tsaka may playback sa YouTube. O, diba? San pa kayo?
Right?
Oh, that's
I will tell
right.
you
And
all about it.
congratulations to our winners.
Oh,
Those who will be partying with us on Friday for the Monster Anniversary Party. We've got Augie or
See
August
you.
Parada, and we have Katrina Rufino. Thank you for joining us today, and hopefully you guys enjoyed today's playlist on Ride Wednesday. This goes on all day long. Stick around for All Out up next. Bye for now.
Bye, friends.
Bye.
See you tomorrow.